everyone, and welcome to Eno Specials. My name is Eno, and how are you doing today? I hope you're good. Okay, so this is where we help ourselves to heal, to become better by telling our untold stories, hurtful truths about our lives, relationship, marriage, and everything that concerns us generally, so that we can become better humans for other people. And today is really an interesting one. Why? Because I'm going to be sharing with us another story, a real life story that we ought to learn from. A whole lot of things are going on, a whole lot of people come into our lives in disguise, and then we do not even understand what they're coming in for. But before we continue, if you're just joining us for the first time, you're welcome. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Is of a great personality in the society. You tend to have friends easily because of those things. Those things are materials. You tend to have people surround you because of those things. Now, let's get back to when you don't have those things. What happens? That is where the real value comes from. All right, and then you also need to be mindful that a whole lot of people can actually come into your life to hurt you. Now, this is not about it being intentional or unintentional. Anybody can come into your life for any reason, you know. And I am a big fan of check foundations before any other thing. Very, very important. You just need to check foundations, where the person they come from, where the person they come out from, wetin that person don't experience, where you don't chook head. Very, very important, especially when it has to do with lifetime issues like marriage. It's a whole lot of work. You need to put in everything. In fact, you need to become an investigative journalist if you have to get into marriage. All right, very, very, very important. Love is beautiful, but sometimes love will hurt you in such a way that you do not want to go back again. Now, it is not love hurting you, it is the people that came into your life claiming to love you that did hurt you. Okay, and that is where the whole problem is going to be coming out from. Now, today I will be sharing a story of a young lady that is dead today. She's late, she's gone, and I was with her family. They are trying to get in terms with reality that she's really gone. She's gone for good. And no, she didn't die a natural death. It was a normal human that killed her. And guess what? The person that killed her was and is supposed to be her partner. Do you understand? Now, this is where you need to be very careful. They talk say they know person finish, and na the truth be that you no fit know person finish. You go feel say you don't sabi person reach one extent, say I can swear I can do this on behalf of you. Know they know person, because as person they grow, now so their character they grow, now so they bring out different things depending on the condition or situation at hand. Now, the way I would react if you slap me right now when I'm happy might actually not be the way I will react when you slap me when I'm angry. These are two different scenarios. So a whole lot of things come up, and then we react to it. So sometimes you feel you know somebody, you do not know them. So when they bring money, they bring fame, a whole lot of people change when those things come in. What then happens? You see them changing and becoming better or good or even monsters. So in this our lady's own, her partner became a monster because she started beating her. People that have been together for years. And the painful part is this young lady left school because of this man. Now, she got pregnant, she left school because of him, started staying with him, and even with the pregnancy and them just dating, the man started beating her. The man started showing her a whole lot of shaggy, and she was still there claiming she loves this man. Now, apart from the fact that we Africans generally, we love to believe that there are rituals, um, charms have been used, and all those other things we attach to spirituality. Of course, sometimes we need to just calm down to natural realities of look. Person will no like you, no like you. It is not difficult to find out who actually does love you, except you are blind to it. It is not difficult. You actually do know, oh, this person loves me. Maybe in our next episode, we will get out signs of people that love people, how they react, how they behave. Maybe that could help us. But we need to be very, very careful when we are dealing with people we actually love. You love people, you know you love them. Do they love you back? That is the question. And you don't force love. No matter how you want to see it, somebody might actually treat you very badly right now because they do not love you. And then when they get to somebody they actually do love, you see them treating those people better. And then you keep wondering what happened, what changed. What happened is they don't love you, and that is it. So this young lady is gone. And what happened? The domestic violence continued over time, all the time, beating her, doing a whole lot of things to her. She kept enduring. She gave birth to the first one. She stayed there. They are not married. No dowry, no nothing. It continued that way. She got pregnant the second time. And again, she gave it. Then when it dawned on her that, look, she cannot take this anymore, she left. She ran away. She left. For years, there was no communication. They were not talking. So one of those times, after years later, she came back and like, okay, I want to see my children, or rather her children wanted to see her. She was like, okay, let me go and find out what's going on. She went to visit them. Guess what? When she went to visit them, her partner, her then partner, her ex-partner, took her out, bought her things. They go home, gave her some things to eat and drink and all that. She didn't go to any other place, only for her to get back home, and she started having symptoms of sicknesses and all that. It continued for days, weeks, and when it was like she was about giving up, she said, if anything happens to me, you guys should hold my ex-partner responsible for this. Why? Because he was the last person I sat down with to eat and drink. And there is nothing you will tell me on this earth that will make me believe that somebody that did try to kill me once or twice will not try to kill me the third time. Like, sometimes we are so ignorant of so many things. When somebody hurts you repeatedly, chances that they will stop hurting you is not there. They remain the same. Now, humans don't really change. They don't really change the way we see it. I can't trust you with my life if you hurt me several times. I can't trust you with my life if you've tried to kill me once or twice. I can't trust you. It's simple. But she trusted him. And eventually, it was found out that she was poisoned. And since she was poisoned, they've been calling the young man. He's not picking up his calls till today. He's nowhere to be found till today. So she's gone. All for what exactly? I know the painful part is she was in a relationship, another relationship where she was happy. Now, when people tell you that ex-partners get jealous over your progress, over you being happy with someone else, don't take it for granted, because some of them actually do that. There are people called narcissists. They don't treat you well, and even when you go to other places where you're happy, they're not still happy. They just want you to be under them. They want to continuously hurt you. They derive joy in seeing you in pain. That is what it is. Okay, so it's simple. She's gone today, and her family friends are still remembering her, how she suffered. A whole lot of them were saying stories of how she suffered, how she was in pain, and what exactly did she do to this man she had 2 kids with? She moved on with her life. That is all. So sometimes we just need to be careful with people we call our partners. You need to be very careful, especially when they exhibit domestic violence. We can endure a whole lot of other things in relationships and marriages, but domestic violence is not one of them. And you know why? Because you don't know the one that will hurt you most and then kill you. You wouldn't know. So you don't give your life to people you know they've hurt you a whole lot of times. Stop giving your life to people you know They don't want your success. Like, it's evident. You see it clearly that these people do not want my progress. They try all they can all the time to stop you from moving forward. You know, and you call that love and you still admit that it's not making sense to me. So what matters is your life, and you should take it seriously. Try as much as you can to avoid them. It doesn't really matter if there is children or there are kids involved. Now, if those kids are involved, they should bring the children over to you. And you need to be very careful. You don't just meet a stranger over again and then you start eating with them. You start dining with them, you start laughing with them. There are limits and boundaries to these things. A person who once tried to kill you once or twice will do it again. It doesn't matter how, they'll just try it. Yes, forgiveness is good, but boundary is allowed even when you're forgiven. It's simple. Today we are saying rest in peace to her. She's gone. She's gone for good. So this is the story of today. Right now, what matters is you. When you're facing domestic violence, please leave. Don't say I love him. Don't say I love her. Leave for your own good. If there are children involved already, save these children the pain of learning what they are seeing, because the more they learn, the more they exhibit it, the more they throw it out there. They hurt another person. You know, you will see the monster you're running away from the same people you're training, your children that you're trying to protect. So it's a whole lot of work. Okay, so this is where we're going to stop for today's story, and you can comment your experiences, what you think, share, like, subscribe. Thank you.